You ever wonder why some retirees live a life of freedom, traveling the world, enjoying their hobbies, never stressing about money, while others spend every penny they have and still feel broke? It's not about how much they earn during their life. It's about what they buy, or more importantly, what they avoid buying. Today, I'm going to show you 10 assets that rich retirees never touch and why poor retirees always fall into the trap. If you want your retirement to feel truly free, listen closely because missing this advice could cost you decades of stress and regret. Asset number 1, timeshares and vacation properties. On the surface, it seems smart. I'll own a beach house and enjoy it every year. But here's the reality. Timeshares aren't assets, they're liabilities. The annual maintenance fees increase every year. You pay taxes, insurance, and association fees. You might use it 1 or 2 weeks a year, and the rest of the time it sits there, costing you money. Many timeshares lose 70–80% of their value if you try to sell. Rich retirees understand this. They prefer flexibility. They rent properties when they travel, which gives them access to better locations, luxury amenities, and zero upkeep. Poor retirees, on the other hand, see it as a smart investment because ownership feels secure and they get trapped paying for something they barely use. Imagine paying $20,000 a year just to stress over a property you only enjoy for 7 days. Asset number 2, new luxury cars. Everyone loves the idea of a shiny, brand new car. But here's the brutal truth. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses about 20% of its value. That's $20,000 or more gone instantly. Then there's insurance, registration, maintenance, and unexpected repairs. Rich retirees avoid this trap. They understand that real wealth comes from money working for them, not sitting in a garage. They often drive reliable, slightly used vehicles or lease smartly to avoid the massive depreciation. Poor retirees, they see a luxury car as a status symbol, a reward for their hard work, and ignore how quickly their money disappears. They're not thinking about freedom, they're thinking about appearances. And appearances will never pay your bills in retirement. Asset number 3, high-risk, quick-return investments and franchises. The internet is filled with surefire business opportunities, franchises, and schemes promising 20% returns or more. The problem? Most fail. Rich retirees avoid these because they understand the power of steady, proven investments, stocks, bonds, index funds, real estate that produces income. They don't gamble with their retirement money. Poor retirees, meanwhile, get seduced by promises of fast cash. They invest tens of thousands of dollars into something that sounds exciting, only to watch their savings vanish. A classic example? A retiree buys a franchise thinking it will double his money in 3 years. 2 years later, the franchise closes, debts pile up, and suddenly the dream lifestyle is replaced with stress and regret. Rich retirees know slow, steady, and secure wins the race. Risky schemes are for the young, not for preserving decades of hard-earned wealth. Asset number 4, luxury watches and designer jewelry. At first glance, luxury watches and jewelry seem like the perfect retirement asset. They're flashy, prestigious, and everyone thinks they hold their value or even increase in value over time. But the reality is far from that for most people. Let me break it down. A $50,000 watch may carry the brand name of Rolex or Patek Philippe, but that doesn't mean you can sell it for $50,000 later. Unless you're a collector who understands the market deeply, it will likely sell for far less than you paid. Jewelry? Same story. Trends change, tastes shift, and suddenly your asset is sitting in a safe, not producing a single dollar. Rich retirees buy these items only if they love them and enjoy them. They are a luxury, not an investment. Poor retirees, however, convince themselves they are smart investments. They buy them to flaunt wealth, thinking the value will climb or they can sell it easily in a pinch. The shocking truth? Many retirees end up selling these pieces for 30 to 50% less than they paid just when they need money the most. That's a painful lesson that could have been avoided if they focused on assets that generate real income, like dividend-paying stocks or rental properties.
Asset number 5. High-interest debt-funded purchases. This is one of the most underestimated traps in retirement planning. Many people don't realize that taking a loan to fund a dream car, a vacation, or even a home renovation can destroy your financial security faster than almost anything else. Let's put it into perspective. Imagine a retiree takes a $30,000 loan for a luxury vacation at a 15% interest rate. Within the first year alone, they pay $4,500 just in interest. That's money that could have been invested to generate income, not wasted on debt. Rich retirees completely avoid this. They either save in advance or wait until they can afford it outright. They understand the power of avoiding high-interest payments and letting money compound in their favor. Poor retirees think, "I'll pay it off later." But later often turns into decades of compounding interest, dragging them down. Every high-interest purchase is like digging a hole in your financial security, and most people don't even notice how deep they've gone until it's too late. Asset number 6, second homes that don't produce income. The dream of a cozy vacation home, a place in the mountains, by the beach, or somewhere serene where you can escape. But here's the problem. If that home doesn't generate income, it's a constant drain. Taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities, it all adds up. Rich retirees don't buy second homes for leisure alone. They buy them if they can rent them out, generate steady cash flow, or if the property has proven historical appreciation. Poor retirees buy a vacation home thinking, "This is my dream," and soon realize it costs $10,000, $15,000, or even $20,000 a year just to maintain it. And if they face unexpected repairs like a broken roof or plumbing issues, it can spiral into a financial nightmare. Essentially, they're locking their wealth into a property that doesn't work for them, while rich retirees keep their money liquid, invested, and growing. Asset number 7, boats, RVs, and other dream toys. For many retirees, owning a boat or a luxury RV is the ultimate symbol of success. You've worked hard your entire life, so why not enjoy the freedom to travel and sail whenever you want, right? But here's the hidden truth. These toys eat your money alive. A $100,000 boat isn't just a one-time purchase. It comes with insurance, docking fees, maintenance, fuel, and storage costs that can easily reach $10,000 to $15,000 a year. And the value of that boat? It drops faster than a rock. The moment it leaves the showroom, it's worth thousands less. Rich retirees understand that these aren't assets. They're liabilities disguised as fun. They'd rather rent, charter, or borrow one occasionally. That way, they enjoy the experience without shouldering the financial burden. Poor retirees, though, often convince themselves it's a retirement dream and take money out of their savings or even loans to afford it. 6 months later, the excitement fades, but the bills don't. It becomes a floating reminder of a poor financial decision.
Asset number 8, oversized homes. This one surprises a lot of people. You'd think having a big house in retirement means you've made it, but in truth, it's one of the most common traps. The children are gone, maintenance costs rise, property taxes increase, and energy bills double. Yet many retirees hold on to these large homes because they can't let go of the emotional connection or the image it projects. Rich retirees downsize or move into efficient, well-located homes that fit their lifestyle, not their ego. They understand that every extra square foot is extra expense. A smaller home means lower taxes, lower maintenance, and less stress. Poor retirees keep the big house because it feels familiar. But financially, it's like keeping a luxury car you can't afford to drive. They end up house rich, cash poor, stuck with an expensive property that drains their resources. Remember, in retirement, freedom isn't about size. It's about control. Asset number 9, expensive collectibles and hobbies that don't pay back. This one hits a lot of retirees who suddenly have free time and want to enjoy life. There's nothing wrong with having hobbies, but when your hobbies turn into financial black holes, that's a problem. Whether it's collecting rare cars, expensive art, high-end golf memberships, or antique items, the money often never comes back. Rich retirees set a clear budget for hobbies. They enjoy them, but never let them become an investment illusion. They buy what they can afford to lose. Poor retirees often say, "This collection will be worth more one day," but most of the time it isn't. Trends change, buyers disappear, and storage or maintenance costs quietly eat away at savings. Rich retirees treat hobbies as recreation, not revenue. Poor retirees confuse entertainment with investment, and that's how even enjoyable passions can destroy financial peace.
Asset number 10, helping adult children financially at the expense of their own stability. This is perhaps the most emotional trap of all. Many retirees, out of love and guilt, continue to financially support their grown children, paying for their rent, cars, or debts, thinking they're helping. But what happens next? The retirees' savings drain away, and they're left struggling while their children remain dependent. Rich retirees know the importance of boundaries. They help their kids with advice, guidance, or small one-time assistance, but they never compromise their own financial security. Poor retirees, however, can't say no. They think it's my responsibility, when in reality, it's enabling bad habits. It's harsh but true. If you destroy your retirement trying to save others, nobody wins. Rich retirees know that the best help you can give your children is showing them what financial independence truly looks like. Now, let's wrap it all up. These 10 assets might look harmless, even luxurious, but they all share one dangerous pattern. They take money out of your pocket, never put it in. The difference between rich and poor retirees isn't luck, it's mindset. Rich retirees focus on income-producing, appreciating assets, stocks, bonds, rental properties, businesses that work for them. Poor retirees focus on comfort, appearance, or emotional purchases. One group builds lasting freedom, the other buys things that quietly steal it away. So if you're planning for retirement or are already there, remember this simple rule. If it doesn't grow, cash flow, or appreciate, it's not an asset. It's a liability. Avoid these 10 traps, and your retirement won't just be long, it'll be free.
And that's it. 10 assets that rich retirees never buy and poor retirees always do. If you take even half of this advice seriously, you can completely change the way you approach retirement. Remember, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how smartly you spend it, invest it, and protect it. If you found this video useful, don't just watch it and forget. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips on building wealth and living freely, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the strategies that could transform your financial future. Your retirement can be a time of freedom, peace, and joy, but only if you make the right choices today. Avoid the traps, invest wisely, and watch your wealth and your life grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more ways to secure your financial freedom.